We're making Mom's peanut butter puffs today, and this is a very simple recipe, yet it's also very difficult. Simple because it only has 4 ingredients, but difficult because if you don't follow directions precisely, your cookies won't come out very good at all. I've already washed my hands before I started the camera, and I preheated my oven to 325 degrees. Now I need 2 egg whites. And it's very important when separating egg whites that they be completely free of any egg yolk. Egg yolk contains fat. Fat is the enemy of making egg whites. So if you break your egg yolk, you're going to have to start over. So what I'm going to do, I don't have an egg separator. I'm going to use these 2 cups to separate the egg. Now, a lot of people think they've got 1 good egg separated. Now I'm going to separate my second egg into that. Don't, because this is a perfect egg white. You want to put this in your mixing bowl now. That way, if you make a mistake, you are not going to taint it. So here's my second egg white. Goes in the mixer. Now the directions say using a whisk attachment, which is this attachment right here, on a slow speed, beat until frothy. Once we get to frothy, we're going to turn the mixer as high as it'll go and go to soft peaks. I'm adding my salt now since I forgot to add it sooner. Notice I do not measure over the bowl, because if I spill salt in there, it's going to ruin everything. So I'm going to measure off to the side. We're going to beat our egg whites to a soft peak. So a soft peak, to review, when you pull the whisk attachment out, your meringue goes to a peak, but doesn't quite support its weight. Also, if you look in the bowl, as I pull out the whisk attachment, the egg whites make a mountain peak, but they don't quite support their own weight. This is called a soft peak. Once we're at a soft peak, we can start adding our sugar. So we need 3/4 of a cup of sugar. So back on high speed. Not perfect, but close enough. So there we have stiff peaks. Now this next step I'm going to read to you from the recipe. It's the most important part of all. Notice how I have put away my whisk attachment because we're not using it anymore. With your rubber spatula, slowly fold peanut butter into meringue. Just mix until all the peanut butter is in the bowl. There will be brown and white stripes. Do not overmix. The fat from the peanut butter will destroy the meringue, so do the very minimum mixing. Oftentimes people will just dump the peanut butter in the mixing bowl and turn on the mixer. You can't do that. You have to slowly fold the peanut butter into the meringue. I've already measured a 1/2 cup of peanut butter. So I just want to get my peanut butter in here, mixing so that it's not just huge clumps of peanut butter, but the very least mixing I can do without destroying the meringue. There will be brown and white stripes. That's okay. Every time I mix with my spatula, I cause the meringue to break down a little bit more. So that's all the mixing I'm going to do right now. All right, I got my baking sheet here with a sheet of parchment paper. I'm going to give it a quick spray, non-stick cooking spray. I'm going to scoop my cookies onto the parchment paper. Make sure you use your rubber spatula and scrape all the cookie batter out of the bowl. You don't want it to go to waste. All right, into the oven at 325. We're going to bake for 15 to 18 minutes. Alrighty, timer says we're done. And these cookies usually come out pretty close to what the recipe says. And there you go.